Hello, my name is Mara from Books Like Whoa, and today we are talking about Christmas romances. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Sel, why are we talking about Christmas romances? It's the middle of July. And if you are like me and live in the Northern Hemisphere, it is hot as Hades, humid. We are not feeling the ho 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 vibes, but Christmas is all year round. And Christmas in July is a lovely tradition. And I actually do perversely really enjoy reading holiday romances in the summertime. I think because I'm so hot, I just enjoy longing for the snow, the kind of cozier vibes. So I actually do find myself reading Christmas romances quite a bit. And I thought that this would be a great opportunity to talk about a resource that Harlequin has, which is the North Pole Library. So if you go to their page, they have, I want to say probably like 100 different holiday romances highlighted. And if you are in the mood for some Christmas in July realness, there are a ton of them on here to explore. But I thought that I would highlight 4 that are by authors who I absolutely love, I've read before, really enjoyed their work, and they have books featured on here. So, first of all, I thought we could talk about Just for the Holidays by Adriana Herrera. This is a category romance. It's a Harlequin Desire, and basically this is a classic Christmas story setup, which is our hero and heroine getting snowed in together and love ensuing, which I absolutely love that trope. I never get tired of it. And this particular one, we have a heroine named Perla who is the casting director for a new movie, and she is trying to get this hot actor, Gael, to be the star in a film that she is casting. So she's got to keep it professional. She can't be falling in love, but then they get snowed in, and I don't know. She's gonna try to resist him. He's gonna try to resist her. Will they hold out? I think we all probably know the answer, but really love Adriana Herrera's writing. I don't know that I've read one of her categories, but here's an opportunity to give one a try. Then I thought we could talk about Susan Mallery, who is one of my favorite sort of shorter contemporary authors. She was actually one of the key people who got me into reading romance because I did a full binge of her Fool's Gold series, which actually there is, I think, another one from her on this list that's in the Fool's Gold series, which you can read out of order. You could read that one if you wanted. I thought this time we could talk about The Christmas Wedding Guest, which is a 2-for-1 romance. So we have a pair of sisters, each of whom is going to get a love story. So they are both back for Christmas. One of the sisters has just had a engagement unceremoniously break up after a very short amount of time, and she's not really looking for love, but love is looking for her, unsurprisingly. First love is around as she is helping her parents with a vow renewal, and the spark is coming back. And then her sister is actually single and pregnant. She is not looking for a man, but again, love is looking for her. A grieving widower checks into the inn that she runs, and love may ensue from there. So that is a Christmas romance from Susan Mallery that is not in a super long running series if you're intimidated by that, so you can give The Christmas Wedding Guest a try from her. Then we have one from Naima Simone, who I really like her writing. I've read a couple of her books, and her actual prose is something that I think is really lovely, and I like the way that she builds her characters. And she has one called Christmas in Rose Bend, and this is one where we have our main character who now I believe has custody of her younger half-sister who is still a teenager, and their mother has just passed away, and on her deathbed her mother told her that her dad, who she thought was her dad, was not actually her dad. So she is sort of on a journey to figure out what is happening with that, which takes them to the titular Rose Bend, and they are staying in an inn run by this dude with this, super lovely, exuberant, loud, very warm family, all the Christmas vibes. That's something I really like about Christmas romances, is that there's usually a lot of like family dynamic stuff happening. So this definitely seems like it has that. They're kind of being attracted to each other, but her mother has just passed, and she has a lot of sort of baggage around like who's her dad, sort of where, like, existential crisis time, basically. Not a great time for a romance, but love is gonna find you whether or not you think it's a good time or not. So that is the setup for that one. And like I said, I really like Naima Simone's writing. And then finally, I thought that I would highlight one from the author who is, I would say, my favorite category author. I really love the way she does workplace romance, particularly when she does them sort of in like a medical context. But this one is not that. It is called Snowbound with the Brooding Billionaire. And as the title may suggest, this is another one where two people get snowed in together, which I am just a sucker for. I think we all love that trope. I mean, it's forced proximity, which is great. And then, I don't know, there's just something about the snow. There's something kind of cozy about that. Anyway, so this is a Harlequin romance category. So like the Harlequin romance line. And in this one, we have a chef who has just moved to Italy to take a new job as sort of the private chef for this chalet. And she is, again, not looking for love. That seems to be a unifying theme in the ones I picked out, as people who are like, I am off the market. I am not trying to make this happen, but you know, the Romancelandia gods are going to conspire to bring them together anyway. And so she is not looking for love, but she runs into this kind of hot guy on the ski slopes. They are, you know, crackling. And then it turns out that he is her new ski instructor. And then they end up getting snowed together in a cottage. And, you know, this Christmas she's going to have to try to resist falling in love. And I'm guessing she's not going to be successful at it, but we love to see it. So, like I said, Kate Hardy is probably my favorite category romance author. I don't know, there's something about the way she writes her stories that just really works for me in that kind of type of romance novel. So I thought that I would highlight one from her. So, like I said, if you go to the North Pole library page on harlequin.com, there are so many Christmas romances for you to choose from. There's something, I'm sure, for every taste. They have it broken up into a bunch of different sections to help you find the right Christmas book vibe that you're looking for. So if you're like me and you need a break from the heat and you are looking for some Christmas goodness, I recommend heading on over there and finding a nice Christmas book for you to read. So definitely let us know what some of your favorite Christmas romances have been. If you've got any recommendations, let us know in the comments. And yeah, I think that will do it for this one. So definitely follow Harlequin on all of their social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the things. And you can find me at Books Like Whoa here on YouTube and elsewhere. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have an absolutely lovely day and happy reading.